You guys ready to
Yes,
jump
we're
into
great.
crypto?
Let's go for
Let's do it.
crypto.
All right, so from one bad black, ooh, wow, goodness, I cannot talk today. So from one bloodbath to another, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin today loses $350 billion as it sinks below, losing 15-30%. Now, this this all looks bad in the short run, but if we look at the charts, we're actually only going. We hit the floor for the year. Um, from what it looked as if it dropped down to pretty much a 0%. Uh, what is it? Yield per year, and as we look at this price, we're gonna see. Well, let's just continue. Bitcoin erases all of its 2021 price gains. Here we are. Today was a brutal day. If you were looking at this and you were just watching it, I'm pretty sure you were crying if you bought up near $60,000. Now, here's the beautiful thing about crypto. Crypto bounces. And when it bounces really, really hard. From year to date, today, it climbs. Not only does it lose its money, it climbs an additional 15% on top of that, recovering. You guys can't be sleeping on crypto. Bitcoin. This isn't surprising. Bitcoin is either gonna drop hard or it's gonna bounce hard. It's one or the other. And as we see, people are just waiting to get to the floor in order to grab in at the lowest cost and grab that bounce back up. Now let's look at this, how it looked like throughout that day. Now, if you're looking at it today and you woke up in the morning and you're saying, hey, look, you know what? The price still looks pretty good. As we continue throughout the middle of the day, we just dip. We hit below 30,000. Now this was to be expected. This might not even be the bottom. We're looking at a potential floor of even 18,000. Will that happen? It could not. Could this be the last floor? Can be, cannot. This is part of the game of crypto. You have to. The risk is there. What you have to look at though is large institutions are looking at this price and they are licking their chops. They are drooling from the mouth because 6 months ago, 3 months ago, this was not the price of Bitcoin. It was around 60,000. Everybody right now is looking at this and seeing this as a potential long-term hold. If you want to get caught up in the short term, you know what? You could have made 15% today. Catching this bottom, we have, it's now increased to 16% since I last checked it. Look at this chart. You do not see this in the stock market. This is unreal. And so you guys have to remember, when you're in this market, you're not in it to buy and sell hard. You're in it to hold. If you're holding, you're going to be losing less money, right? If you're looking at this and you're saying, you know what, I want to sell here, and you're getting that FOMO, and then you see that it drops here, and you go, oh, you know what, I got to sell. I got to sell. This is a natural mentality. Nobody wants to lose their money. Nobody wants to see their Bitcoin drop. But be reassured that the momentum immediately picks up and builds back again. From that, we're gonna keep looking to see what Bitcoin's gonna do. Bitcoin is usually the leader in these things. After Bitcoin comes Ethereum. After Ethereum comes the rest of the altcoins. That's been the pattern. Are we gonna see it this time? That's the real question. Everybody's saying that this is the crackdown of the miners. The miners are utilizing different technologies. I just recently read that they're going to look to try to recycle coal waste. And they raised $105 million in order to go that direction. There's a lot of there's a lot of people trying to solve this problem and issue of how much it costs in order to mine and run Bitcoin mining. I do see solutions coming about in the near future. How is this going to affect the price? Well, right now, miners leaving China, they're selling. This is the price drop we're looking at. People are trying to get money for their Bitcoin because guess what? They got to move. They got to leave. They got to relocate. It's time to cash out. That's all fine and dandy because you know what? As soon as mining picks up again, what do you think is going to happen to the price? Hopefully it goes back up. And I say hopefully because this is still, you can't predict this market. Look at this. We just hit back up to 34,000 while we're live.
It's a volatile market, high risk, high reward.
This is
cryptocurrency
nuts.
goes up, cryptocurrency goes down. It is crazy. That's why you got to know the game and know that bounces bounce. When it goes up, it goes down to consolidate, and then it goes back up again.
So, for the next part, people have been asking me, you know, what are some of these cryptos that have taken the biggest hits? What are the ones that aren't just, you know, crap coins? They're not shit coins. These are the ones that have actual value. Which ones took a big hit? And as I continue with this list, this isn't financial advice. This is what's been observed, what I've seen as a high over the last 6 months, and what I am shocked to see it drop immediately that have great potential. Let's start off with number 1. XRP. XRP is now back down at 60 cents. XRP is one of those unicorns of the crypto world right now. Right now, it is hard to get your hands on XRP, but that's because they've started. They're still in the lawsuit against the SEC, and they're still finalizing that. But even in the midst of it being in the middle of the SEC, it still went up to $2, right? It went up to $1.60. I think I do remember $1.60. I'm not sure if it kissed $2. We'll have to come back to that. But actually, let's just check the price. XRP price. $0.59. Now, if we look at this in the last 3 months, we hit one. So we were coming close to $2. Everybody was looking for that $2 mark, but we hit $1.81. Now, XRP has real world applications. Their ability to make transactions at the speed that they're able to do it with the low cost transaction, low gas fee, that's what's going to be pushing this potential cryptocurrency back up. But if we're looking at this, you better believe over the last, let's see, it drops down to $1. This is a price where I started saying, I need to get back into this. And as it went back up, you see the volatility. It's playing a sideways market right here for at least, I want to say that's maybe a good month. And then we have a drop in coin. So right here, we're looking at one potential of pretty much a coin that survived the last bubble, the previous bubble. This is a coin that's been sticking around. And so none of this is financial advice. I'm just pointing out what's going on. Another one that's competing with XRP, Orchid. Not a lot of people are talking about Orchid, but Orchid does have the potential to compete up against XRP. It's now dropped back down to its 20% range. That one's looking good. Stellar. Stellar was hitting crazy numbers this week. Stellar hasn't been this low since, I think, last year. So let's look at Stellar Lumen. In the last 3 months, I believe it hit close to, I think I want to say 81 cents. Let's see. 70, and let's see the year. And in the year, okay, we got close. We got up to 70 cents. XLM has its potential. This is another one of the OGs. This one's been surviving year to date. We're still looking at 100% gain in percentage and returns, and that's saying that Bitcoin has gone down to 0 and returned back up to 16%. These are still strong for the year. Where it will go, well, we're looking at the last bubble, and we're seeing that it's either going to go away or we're going to have a beautiful pump. Stellar's a beautiful one right now to look at. As we go down the line, wow, there's just so many good ones. One that was shocking, that made a huge presentation in the last 6 months, is going to be Civic. Civic went and its price exploded. This was a coin that looked like it was dying a year, 2 years ago. That is not what I want. Honda Civics, that's funny. Here we are. We're looking at Civic. Let's look at the year. Civic reached, this is the one that reached 81 cents. Unreal. These are ones that before this whole pump, Civic was under 10 cents, right? Let's see where we're looking at. Right before November. We're looking under 10 cents. The growth of these are just ridiculous. A lot of these that I'll be talking about are going to be a type of Ethereum token. And just to be out there, Ethereum is definitely a cryptocurrency that I do see as having strength.
I want to see your take on stable coins, because all these charts I'm seeing look like pump and dumps, and that's just the game of cryptocurrency. There are a lot of altcoins, a lot of these coins out there, and you can see a bottom of where it starts, and at the end we're seeing a consolidation period where we're going to finally see a floor, and then it's going to stay there for a while, and then it's going to go back up. But I want to know which coins you believe are stable coins that at the moment they're going down, and then later on gonna hike back up, and because of their backing.
So the ones that I see as stable coins are going to be the ones that have some real world applications. Some of these that I'm looking at are going to be Cardano. Cardano has come out with their own wallets, their own transactions. They're making leaps and bounds in their ability to come out with their real world application. Cardano is one of them. Let's see, as we go down, it's really on how the market plays. It's the use of the technology and how applicable they're going to be in that time and period, in its thought and projection of the future and how it's going to play out. So a lot of these protocols are being made, and the hype comes in when it says, hey, you know what, as this grows and goes into the future, this protocol sounds like it's going to be really, really good. Now, a month, 2 months, 3 months go by, other people are now creating similar protocols, creating similar cryptocurrencies, and challenging and making better financial protocols for the market. And so right now, competition is really strong. Some of the other ones, I know Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0 is coming out. I was reading an article saying that, is Ethereum 2.0 going to be a Cardano killer? Those are great questions. Those are great questions because I'm looking forward to Ethereum 2.0, and I'm looking into the future of Cardano. Are they going to be competing against each other? I think that's going to be what we're going to continue talking about as we move forward. But right now, the market has been dipping. This is not a game for the weak. This isn't, you need to have a strong stomach when you're looking at these things. But you also have to see the potential. Remember, if you're purchasing up here, I'm just going to say, you potentially messed up. At the same time, if it does drop this low, don't sell. You can do whatever you want, but you already lost that money. in your mind, remember, stocks pump again. Not stocks, cryptocurrencies pump again. And not only do they pump, they look to try to beat their previous all-time high. And that's what's consistent about this market, that if there is a recovery, that recovery bypasses, blows right through what that previous ceiling was and creates a new all-time high. Once you start seeing it pass its previous all-time high, don't think it's going to go to the moon. Look for conservative investment risk tolerance that you have planned, that once it's gained a specific percentage, pull out. Remember, be happy with your gains, not with what you think it's going to go. Because if what you're looking at is like Dogecoin, let's look at it right now. This thing is an ugly chart. And then we'll go to another ugly chart of Shiba coin. You want to see pump and dump? This right here is a pump and dump. With previous markets, and let's just look at Civic. This is over a period of time. This is periodic. This is pretty common. If you reflect this potentially towards the Bitcoin chart, you're going to see it most likely follows the same pattern as it rises and falls. Now we look over at Dogecoin. This is a pump and dump, guys. You're not making an investment choice. You're making a bet right here. You're making a gamble that you're hoping, hey, I'm going to put my rent into this and become a millionaire. I hope you do. I really, really hope you do, because if you think you're going to become a billionaire purchasing at 64 cents when everybody who actually is a millionaire purchased before the new year and even into January, those are the guys who became millionaires. Remember, it's about getting in early on these markets. It's not about sleeping on these markets. If you're still looking at Dogecoin and you're holding, I saw a guy show his portfolio today showing $300,000 dip in his account. He made all his money in Dogecoin. I believe got it up to $1 million. And today he's staring at his account. Loss of $300,000. And this man is not selling. Diamond hands are in this market. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. But right now the price is slipping. This one's a really high risk. I can't say that it's going to pump back up, but sure golly, everybody does. Everybody wants this sucker to pump back up. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Instead, I touched it with a 12-foot pole, and we'll see how we ride this one out. The last crap coin is going to be Shiba Inu. I think I always spell that wrong. It's Inu. This is going to be another example of a pump and dump. Let's see what we're looking at. And so if we look at the 1 year, boom. This is ugly. Guys, this is not investment. This right here is the lotto. Just like Dogecoin. And this coin came after Dogecoin. This is what we're talking about as not being an investment. This is not following the market. This is following hype. This is following people wanting to get rich, because after Dogecoin made its debut and was making stupid amount of money, or making people money who made the investment in it before it went up, other people started seeing this market and saying, you know what? We could just put a cute name and face to any of these coins and throw it out in the market and say, like, you know, Elon Musk has a Shiba dog now, and look, that increased the value of this cryptocurrency. That's what's going on. None of this is real investing. This right here is another gamble. Pump and dump. These other ones have been in the market for quite some time. We have Civic. Let's go over to Cardano price. Cardano is another good one. The reason I really like Cardano is because it hasn't been so affected by this drop in the market. If we look at Cardano, we have to the year, as we see everything drop up, yeah, we see a head and shoulders here, and then a bit of a sideways market. Now, this sideways market has been where all markets have just been crashing and going down. If you're looking at Cardano as a long-term hold, the momentum is still there. Everybody is still seeing, and this is just because the utility behind it is still strong. We're looking at a good project. And as this continues moving forward, and I have to continue saying this isn't financial advice, do your own research. This is looking good. This is looking like something I'm going to keep holding. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just take a short little break. And if you guys have any questions, come on back. Give us a comment. Give us what you guys understand, don't understand. But this right here, this is where money's at. This is what's pumping.